Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation. All you need is the will to do right, do right, do right.
And we're live. Welcome to Anecdotally. The Insurrection now has home delivery. I'm your host, Jay Fry, and with me, as usual, is Sean. How is it going, Sean?
It's Monday. We're here. Yeehaw.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And chiming in on his own behalf, Garrick.
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Mm-hmm.
Another wonderful start of a week.
And finally, chiming in on his own as well. How's it going, Josh?
It's going pretty well, Mr. Fry. How about yourself?
Pretty good. Now, before we get into anything else, because we've been failing to do this, first topic is the video or the movie review from yesterday, so that if ever needs happening, we can go back and review it, and we don't have to go through a bunch of bullshit where I hear myself talk, which is awful. So, those who have seen, because I haven't seen Last of the Mohican, where do you line up?
I haven't seen it either, to be fair, so it's going to be a 50-50 split by the sound of it.
Also, Blonde.
Correct.
Blonde, when you threaten somebody because they didn't like your movie, and your movie is about Indians, you threaten to scalp them.
Yes.
Missed opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Scalp them or threaten to wrap them in wet rawhide and lay them out in the sun.
Ooh.
No one ever gives the old smallpox blanket anymore. So
No.
It takes too long to work.
classic.
Yeah. It's too slow and painful to watch.
Yeah. At least it doesn't involve germ theory.
Yeah, germs weren't a thing back then.
Yeah, it's another 100 years before they go, hey, let's start burying our dead at night, because when we bury them in the morning, we get a lot more of them.
Or start burning the bodies.
There is also the like people were like, oh, Columbus, he didn't know he was going to fall off the edge of the earth. He didn't know he was going to go into the Indies or not. Boats are fucking massive things.
Not
and
his.
if you watch, not those three, because I've met them, and the doorway is like 5'2". But there are massive boats out there, just gigantic, and if you watch them for 10 minutes, you'll watch them disappear in a going over the horizon manner. You will see them.
Well, everybody says, oh, he was going to sail off the face of the earth. No, he wasn't. He was headed to Japan. He thought he hit India, which he knew about, which is why he called the natives Indians.
Yeah.
The giveaway is in the name.
Huge landmass in between them.
What's going on here?
Nothing, really.
Nothing.
I thought you were chiming in and somebody was chiming over somebody.
No.
No.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the new Spice Road.
Yep. Yeah. They got tired of paying the Arabs for spices and figured, hey, we can go the other way.
Yeah.
They had a slight miscalculation on the size of the earth and, the fact that there was land in between, but...
I just said that.
Well, we didn't hear you, which is why I said what, and you didn't say nothing.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry.
It should be
this time.
Jackass. Anyway.
Yeah, so none of us have anything about Last of the Mohican. All right, what's up? What's up next?
Outlaw Josie Wales. Thank God, finally a good movie. It's been a hot minute.
I am surprised it's taken 4 weeks to get here.
Oh, to Josie Wales? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
how did Mohicans win out over the outlaw Josie Wales?
Well, with any luck, the
Not
hunt
enough
will
boomers.
win over the hunt will win over the wild card because that's where it's sitting at the moment.
Yeah, I like the hunt. It wasn't great or anything, but
Oh, I thought it was pretty good.
it was
picked
exactly
something
what I
else.
thought it would be.
What's right below the wild card right now, Garrick?
That's a good question. Hold on.
I like how you don't know what it is, but you know it's the third most popular, and that was what you picked.
You know-
I didn't pick the first.
No, I
popular.
didn't. I know I didn't pick the hunt, and I know when I looked last night, the wild card was in second place to the hunt. So whatever it is that's third is what I picked, and I can't remember what it is off the top of my head.
Well, what pisses me off is that
Jesus, I can do this
the Enforcer is dead last.
Oh, that's a lot of Clint Eastwood movies.
Wait, oh, I thought I had it. Okay,
Oh, I picked Richard Jewell.
Richard. Yeah, that's not a bad movie.
Well, I think it would hit Matt's sweet spot.
For his love of the 1996 Olympics.
No, for
Yes.
his hatred of the FBI.
Yeah. How about
And the
just
media.
institutions in general?
Mm-hmm. See if I can vote again. Nope.
I don't know. As long as it doesn't put Romney in a good light, I'd be fine with it.
Oh, God damn it, the wild card's winning.
Damn it! By how much?
3 votes.
Well, I'm about to make it 2.
Well, if everybody watching right now would go over there and vote for the hunt, we would still need 3 votes.
Is that bad, huh?
We've got 4 people watching.
I didn't even look and see who's watching. I just thought it was funny to say that. All I know is we have no one commenting.
Do we have a downvote? Is it Mike that's here?
I don't know if we have downvotes anymore. Thanks, Biden.
You can get an extension.
Most popular president in my ass. I heard that that extension thing is just like a guess, and
Well, to be fair, all the up votes and down votes are guesses.
That's saying I'm missing a required field, but I've clearly voted.
well, you can't just keep. You got to go to your phone. Vote on your phone. Vote on your computer. Vote on your tablet. Because that particular polling system is leaves a cookie in your browser.
Sorry, guys,
Anyone's
dying over here.
well, finish the shrimp first. Anyone see the New York Fire Department yelling at protesters? The people have spoken. The Supreme Court is the people. Your body belongs to me. I mean, I really wouldn't say the Supreme Court is the people. It's supposed to be the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Congress is supposed to be the people. Congress sucks.
Well, to be fair, the people suck.
That's
Get me
fair.
to it.
And,
I would say it's a good reflection.
The Senate was supposed to be the states, but fucking Wilson. It wasn't Wilson, but I like to blame Wilson for everything. Speaking of that bitch from the our new Ministry of Truth, she went from Fulbright to the Woodrow Wilson Institute, and I'm like, I can't like you less. Like, you keep doing your Umbridge impersonation. There is. Ooh.
Well, and did you watch Neo's stream?
Yeah.
Did you
While I was conscious,
the deep dive that he took on that bitch?
that's what knocked me out.
Yeah.
I did hear about the Ukrainian and her spending a year in Ukraine and like they want to make it sound like Ukraine was only corrupt under the Trump administration, but Biden withheld the $1 billion under the Obama administration because of the corruption. They replaced the corrupt guy in 2014 with their own corrupt guy. It was completely different. Before it was a Russian stooge, and then it was their stooge.
Well, if anybody can't put together that the Ukraine right now is nothing but a money laundering operation for the Democratic Party of the United States of America, they aren't paying attention. We are shipping boatloads of cash, probably quite literally, over to the Ukraine so that they can skim their bit off and then funnel the rest back to the Democratic operatives. That's why Nancy Pelosi went over there. That's why Joe Biden went over there. All of this is nothing but a
Jill Biden,
whatever her name is, Dr. Biden. If they just, it's a money laundering operation. They went over there to make sure that their cash was being properly redirected back at them.
Mm-hmm. To the tune of 3 times what was asked for the wall that we didn't have available to us.
Well, when the money printer goes burr,
Just
hand them the cash. Saw a couple of articles since the Fed raised rates, last week? And the stock market, the crypto market, the metals market, all the markets have basically, been gut punched. Now we're starting to see articles out that, are saying that the Fed can't raise rates, even though they're scheduled to raise rates for the next 6 meeting sessions or whatever it is. They're going to do it 6 more times, supposedly. They need to raise the interest rates to offset the inflation. But it's a hot goddamn mess. They basically worked themselves into a position where, well, we still want to print money.
Sally Toys, Jill was not Hunter Biden's babysitter. There is like a 6-year difference between Jill and Joe. I heard that and she was 15 while being the babysitter, and I had to look it all up because you can't take what they say without checking for yourself because they say shit like that. And it pisses me off to no end that people, when there's somebody so clearly awful, they would lie. For all Donald Trump's fault, Orange Man bad and whatnot, you didn't need the piss gate. It in no way helped enough to hinder the nonsense. Just let them be their real awful, because it's so disingenuous. Because when you lie about things like that, and they can point to it, then they'll question the truth, and we don't want that because we are honest people. But I found that's very interesting because of all the shit that is going on. I want Joe Biden impeached.
Well, he should have been impeached for what Trump got impeached for, seeing as he was the one who did what Trump got impeached for.
That's getting fucking old, by the way. The blaming your opposition for what you're doing.
Yeah.
I now, if I hear something new that I haven't heard before, I'm gonna assume that the other side is doing it.
I'm just gonna say what Tim Pool says: Civil War.
Civil War is not gonna be Civil War.
I know it's not.
No, like even if we went out full out Civil War, it's not gonna be the same thing.
No, I know.
We're not gonna have dysentery.
No, we're not.
It's going to be
Well,
weekend skirmishes.
don't sell yourself short. I mean, if you want dysentery, we can get you dysentery. We have the technology.
We do have the technology. We can just choose not to use it.
All right, guys. Good news, Civil War. Bad news, it's being catered by the Indians.
They've got courage. They know how to use it.
Yeah, but it wouldn't be a civil war like the last one. It'd be a cold.
No, it wouldn't. No, I don't.
We're in a cold Civil War.
Yeah, we're in a cold civil war right now.
But I'm saying the hot Civil War would literally just be weekends.
Just be weekends.
Yeah.
Well, the problem is that a hot civil war would never end.
Yeah, but it would be the fights would break out on the weekends.
Yeah. I just say peaceful divorce, but
And it would
wishful thinking.
yeah, there's no chance of that either.
Yeah.
Well, I know how the right would mobilize. I know how they would arm up and basically deploy themselves. I do not understand how the left would arm themselves.
By the government.
Yeah. They would rely on outside forces, possibly have NATO intervene or anything along those lines.
The California government would get aid from China.
Yeah.
To arm the people of California, as well as 1,000 or 100-year contract with one of their ports for Chinese assistance.
Yep.
Sally coming in with that sneak attack on Friday.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just it. The left is going to be a complete asshole all week, and then the right is going to come in on the weekend and kick the ever-loving shit out of them until they go back home, and 2 weeks later it starts all over again.
Yeah. It's just not a good situation overall. I really do think the country is very fractured and broken. So
Here's the thing: it's supposed to be fractured. That's
well, I know it's supposed to be fractured, but united under the same ideals is what it was supposed to be.
No, united under an ideal, not the same ones. That is literally why the end of the Bill of Rights is, and if we don't cover it here, you get to go in your own happy, merry little way. I mean, they had forethought. They structured the Constitution in a way that it did not word life, liberty, and property, specifically because in the future they wanted to get rid of slavery, and they left that door open for themselves to be able to get rid of slavery.
So the question then becomes, did they do the same thing with Roe v. Wade?
No, because no one
I'm talking
in
about
the
the justices,
1700s.
I'm talking about the justices that ruled
It
on
should
the
be a
side.
states' right issue.
I agree.
I'm
not disagreeing. I'm just asking you on the premises, is it under the same guise? Is it under the same thought processes? Well, we know that this is bad and it can be possibly ruled this way, so we can get it turned over later.
It always should have been turned over.
I know that.
But there's also things that we need to do, like one of the biggest downfalls under the Reagan administration, which there were a lot. He didn't stop the foundation of the Department of Education. He completely gutted mental health, and that's why we have Democrats. There were things that were being done that were good and bad, and of course he gave the first amnesty in California. But interracial marriage should be a state's decision. What's it called? Where they anti-segregation. What was it?
Jim Crow.
Separate but equal. is in the Constitution. That's their responsibility. So anti-segregationists, sorry about your luck. But gay rights also are separate but equal. What I don't like that under the Clinton administration, we got a definition of what marriage is. That goes completely against the First Amendment for Congress shall make no law against the church.
Even though that law, that policy, whatever you want to call it, reaffirms the church's belief.
A church's belief, not all churches. It goes against both Muslim multi-wives and Mormon multi-wives. So you can't have that.
But the states can have anti-polygamy laws?
No.
But they do.
You can't.
But they do.
But you can't because as a state, you're part of the government.
Well, then by that logic, the states can't have anti-abortion laws either.
And also by the law, they can't have anti-gun laws.
Yes, exactly. There are laws on the books that are completely illegal that haven't been challenged properly that need to be.
Okay.
Well, maybe they have been challenged and they've just not been heard because the Supreme Court can decide which cases they want to hear and which ones they don't want to hear.
I'm not against what you're saying there either.
And also, it's very expensive and just might be out of cost range for certain individuals who'd be willing to fight.
Honestly, there's going to be a very interesting decision coming out here shortly. The Bruin versus the New York State Association. Is that what it was, Garrick? Is that the big one that's in the Supreme Court that's getting a decision?
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Wait, which one? Because New York is one of those places where they like to fuck with
Exactly.
the laws and cancel them, making it arbitrary.
Exactly. It made it all the way to the Supreme Court, and it's getting a decision.
But usually what New York does is...
they enact it and then they pull it back as soon as somebody challenges it.
yeah, and then they put it back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, they didn't. I'm trying to remember what was the whole Bruin case about. Versus New York. New York State and Rifle Pistol Association versus Bruin. Whether the state of New York's denial of petitioners' applications for concealed carry licenses for self-defense violated the Second Amendment.
It does.
It does. So, the question, that's supposed to be coming out possibly here within the next month or two.
I get why it happened. When you have literally 600 people living in the same building, you don't want an asshole on the third floor firing out his door.
Well, yeah.
Into the hallway to protect them.
But
so
it still
I can
violates the Constitution.
Yeah, but I can see how it started.
Yes. You can see how it started, but whether or not it actually violates...
Yeah. I wouldn't do that because that is... it sucks that that somebody's hurt, but I don't have a view of the greater good.
Also, I went to scotusblog.com, and they have a picture of the Supreme Courthouse with wire fencing all around it.
Yeah, that's this week.
Yeah. Interesting. Very interesting.
Oh yeah, it's fucking gross.
You know, if Roberts had any spine at all, he'd tell the police protecting the Supreme Court to open up the doors and let him in.
Yeah.
If Robert had any spine at all, he wouldn't have been elected by Bush.
No.
Please don't make me do stuff.
Yeah. So it's all going to be interesting, especially with what's coming out of the Supreme Court as of now. But hey, it doesn't matter anyway. They don't even follow rulings on the Supreme Court. So what's the point?
Yeah, nothing pisses me off more than how Biden is running the
Eviction moratorium thing.
like things like that. Yeah, like oh well, we'll pass this, which we know is completely unconstitutional and would get kicked out. But until then, we'll keep it in place. And how he's trying to just shortchange every fucking body.
Well, when we turn around and do the same to them, that'll be fine. Which is why, who was it that proposed that the federal law should ban abortion?
Jefferson, 20 years.
No, this is just recently. It came out like today, like this morning. Is that somebody in Congress or the Senate? I think it was the Senate was saying that the feds need to pass a law banning abortion.
That's not how abortion. That's not how states' rights work.
Dude,
No.
I'm not talking about that. I'm making a point, okay? I agree with you. That's not how state rights work. But a Republican legislator, and I can't remember who it is off the top of my head.
I'm going to go with Marsha Blackburn.
Has made the statement that the federal government should make a law outlawing abortion. What that is, besides fucking retarded, is a step in the next direction that is basically the entire purpose of it. Everybody understands there's no way that's ever going to happen because the will isn't there, number one. But number two, it is to take the heat off the Supreme Court for the decision that they're going to do that's going to overturn Roe, which is fine. But it gets the people that are out there screaming at the Supreme Court now about overturning Roe to readjust their focus on whoever that is, and it could be Blackburn, I don't know.
I wouldn't be surprised. Well, no.
Saying, see, the government's going to make a law, and they're going to about that until they're blue in the face, and the Supreme Court can do what they want to do. It's a smart move, and it's what's been done to the right forever is, oh, no, we won't go that far. Nobody will ever do that, and then they do it. And then they do it, and then they do it. Because nobody believes that they'll do it. Because it makes no damn sense. Well, here we are in a world where they've done all that shit. It's made the world worse. And it's time they got some of their own medicine.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
I've been seeing like all over TikTok, which is not a bastion of conservative views. I just like the pretty girls dancing. Who are they're like, how is your argument like the worst argument is all you have for rape and incest purposes? Like, is that how your argument stands? Is that what you have going for you? Like the 0.1% of cases that this happens at? And I think anybody who is on the right will have to. Are you good? Do you have a lapel mic today, Garrick? What the fuck?
What? I'm on my phone, dude.
I said, do you have a lapel mic today? And anybody who is on the right will have to bite the bullet and accept having contraception as part of any Plan B, or a Plan B pill as part of any rape kit. Like the good Plan B, not the ones that keep the egg from lodging or anything like that. The ones that form the shell over the egg to keep sperm from entering it. Because a potential baby and a baby in the womb are completely different things, and that is not a life. If it would be a life in 6 days.
mm-hmm.
So you'll take your loss on that one, because I don't think it's all the church is the one saying things about contraception and babies. It's not the Bible. And quit saying shit about the Bible saying the breath of life is when you're alive, because that's That's literally one case. It happened one time with Adam. Well, Adam and Eve. That's the only time a breath of life was used. They were babies in Eve's tummy. Don't make me get Seamus on here to yell at you.
Fucking
We'll do it.
hole.
He will do it.
Yeah, I heard Hunter Biden's new laptop password is Rape Incest 69. No longer the good old ass fuck that it was.
What was it? Anal
Yeah, anal fuck.
Anal fuck 69 or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Because of course it was. Because Hunter's a class act.
He's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
But the guy said, or something like that, so it could have actually been worse. Buttfuckery shapoopy. That's my password, buttfuckery shapoopy. But hide your kids, hide your wife, hide your husbands, everybody. Yeah. So it's some people think that ain't how it is, but it do.
But it do.
But it do.
What else do we have on the docket for nonsense? The TikTok girls have also been reliving parts of the Amber Heard testimony. They've been adjusting themselves accordingly to the testimony about, like, I turn around after being slapped by Johnny. Like, how's he ninja slapping you? He's not in front of you when he does it.
I can't wait for this. Well, number one, I can't wait for the cross-examination. That's going to be entertaining. But after that, I cannot wait for this thing to be over because it's fucking stupid.
Yes, that it is.
And hopefully Johnny gets his career back.
Hopefully. And he can go on to make Pirates 6.
He said he's not going back to Disney.
No, he's going to go back and work with Kevin Smith.
Ew.
I would be so embarrassed if my parents' divorce was made public.
Yeah.
Who's the kid?
My parents? Me.
Oh, no, okay.
Well, they've got kids. Or Johnny's got that daughter.
Johnny's got kids. Amber Heard has never given birth.
She has a daughter, according to my wife. One.
She could if she stopped shit on the bed.
That's her poop baby.
I've been telling like girls should come out against Amber. I'm like, I'm so far up Amber's ass. I haven't seen Johnny's side of the bed.
Did you guys hear what I said?
Yes, we
According to
did.
your wife.
Okay. Just making sure.
We did.
How
We did,
old's
we did.
Amber's daughter?
1 year old.
Is it Johnny's?
Or 1 year old. What? Is it Johnny's?
No, it's not Johnny's. She went through I'm
Surrogate?
Pretty sure,
She's a surrogate mom?
Pretty sure it's a surrogate.
Onaga?
Again,
Onaga Page Heard.
she has not given birth.
I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a surrogate. That's what I read.
Via surrogate, July 2021.
Okay, so
Insisting she is both the mom and the dad.
Ew. Sorry.
Onaga Page Heard. Meet Amber Heard's daughter.
I think she had the baby so she can get some sympathy.
No, it's surrogate, so she didn't have the baby.
Well, yeah. But
Yeah, why
But
would she do
there's-
that? Why would she do that to her body?
There are things I would do to her body. Oh,
I-
no, it just literally under parents, it just says Amber Heard.
So there's
I
no
hope-
genetic material from a male.
Under parents, it just says Amber
Well,
Heard.
you know that there is, Garrick. There has to be. That's how the birds and the bees work.
I'm
I
just
mean-
acting stupid on purpose.
That's how Gracie got there.
When a bird and a bird love each other very much, they scissor.
I couldn't have
Uh,
done it alone.
I mean,
so,
there
okay,
are ways.
So I'm on some fucking random.
Have you
ass
been
website.
chosen by God?
I'm on some random ass website, and it's claiming that Elon Musk, confirmed by Johnny Depp, is the baby's father.
No.
So I want this to travel around Twitter to see how well he's going to keep his free speech policy.
I want Elon Musk to comment on this statement.
Well, the kid's name is Unaga, so I'm thinking possibly.
I mean, it's better than Elon's kid's name. Jesus.
That's not Elon's baby.
XYZ or whatever.
Wow. Why are you getting so defensive here? What do you and Elon have going on?
Just saying, it's not.
That's Mr. Musk to you, lady. Rumors persist.
Crazy.
Uh,
He thinks Amber's nuts.
Well, she
He's
is.
correct.
She took a big old shit on the bed.
Much like in everything else, Elon is correct.
Yeah, but are we really claiming that Grimes is like the bastion of sanity here?
Hey, Elon has a type, and that type is crazy.
Bugnut's crazy. is
Do
not a
not
type.
kink shame Elon.
Gross.
Gross.
I don't like it. But that's what we have. God damn it. This is why I only talk about movies. We keep getting sidetracked.
Yes. I blame Sean for that.
For what?
Getting us sidetracked. Because we were talking about movies.
Isn't Umaga? Isn't that a wrestler? Oh,
No.
Unaga. That's right. Umaga is the wrestler.
So now I want to know who the sperm donor is.
Mr. Musk. That makes that baby eligible for a lot of.
You know, yeah,
fellowship.
she's
But he gets the
batshit
African-American
crazy,
card.
but she's also conniving. So yeah, if she's got any lick of sense, once she loses this case to Johnny and has to pay him, she's gonna need some cash. So yeah, that's Elon's baby.
I mean,
Well, he would have had to, love in a cup, so he can already have waived his rights to that.
Yeah, but you know how the courts are, and he's a big juicy target.
Right now, he is. Like, what's it? Monopoly. Okay. Accusation of monopoly, accusation of parental. This is a new court appointment. Let's see, what do we have in what's going on the twatter? Explore the new things. Has anyone actually heard the new the black gay do anything in the at the press conferences?
no, because the black gay does not start till after Pisaki is gone, and Pisaki's gone on my birthday, so happy birthday to me.
Happy birthday to you.
Because she's gone on Friday.
What is this? What is this case about the Alabama corrections officer?
Oh, so like
That's,
this is like 2 weeks ago.
Didn't he, like, rape a rape victim?
No. The Alabama corrections officer is the
Am I
guy was
thinking
supposed to show up to
police
court, and this corrections officer took him, and they disappeared.
What,
And
they take him to like the amusement park?
no, you're supposed to take him to court, and they just ran off together.
That must have been one smooth talking brother.
Yeah. Well, she's dead now.
Oh.
But it's she supposedly
No, according to this,
died
in
after
custody.
being taken into custody.
What?
We've got some big breaking news in just the last couple of.
Shut up.
How did she die? I wonder. Police
In the
brutality?
comments section, it's saying
Updated.
she grabbed a gun.
9:01 p.m. So this got updated as soon as we went live. Let's see here.
Didn't this used to be white? Oh, okay.
I've got a fucking blank page here.
This is not. We're not reporting her death.
Jay Fry, did you fib?
No.
Are you a dirty fibber?
Well, normally. But I'm on ABC News Go. I'm just waiting for it to load.
Oh,
yeah.
they had a car crash.
Oh, so she didn't grab a gun? Because I just said it. That's what it said in the.
Hang on. Sheriff Dave Wedding in Vanderbilt County, Indiana, confirmed Vicky White's injuries were self-inflicted. When Sheriff David Wedding of Vanderbilt County, Indiana, confirmed that Vicky White's injuries were self-inflicted when she shot herself at some point during or at the end of the pursuit. It says Vicky White is seriously injured. So if she died, then that's news in the last hour.
Well, on my ABC, breaking Alabama corrections officer Vicky White has died after being caught with missing inmate in Indiana, officials say.
Okay, so she's dead.
I don't trust ABC. They're fake news. Fake news.
Okay, here it
I
says
trust
here.
it.
Later, when speaking to news station, Wedding said that Vicky White was in quote-unquote grave condition and that he could not comment on if she would survive her injury. Not long after, shortly after 7 p.m., Vicky White died at Deaconess Hospital, according to the Vandenberg County coroner.
Which you would want to do because you don't want to go in as a corrections officer.
Nope.
But he is not attractive, nor is she.
I guess I have to look at this slow motion car crash. So
Here's the moment Casey White and Vicky White were
inmate and
caught.
officer.
See, here's the problem. She was driving.
Wait, are they a married couple? Why is it Casey White and Vicky White? Imagine working your whole life, getting to retirement, and then trying to pull a prison break type escape
Well,
for a
I
murder
mean-
in jail.
I'm looking at the vehicle they were using. They were using a Cadillac DeVille. That's got a North Star V8 in it. It was on its last legs anyway. It wouldn't have survived that chase much longer.
So, why do they have the same last name? Is this like a coincidence, or did they get married on the run, or?
No, it's a coincidence, I think, because there's no mention of them being married, or other than the insinuation of a relationship, because she's fully bounced with him. He was 56, she was 38.
And a fucking giant, apparently.
Yeah, he looked to be a very tall man.
Loved up prison guard and murder inmate have been found. That's right. Don't stop
Alabama
flirting with
corrections
prison guards.
officer who escaped with inmate has died in hospital, sheriff says. This was updated at 9:27 Eastern Standard Time. So,
This dude was awaiting
I mean-
trial for a capital murder case and was possibly facing the death penalty before his escape.
Yep.
He had already been serving 75 years for a 2015 crime spree involving home invasion, carjacking, and police chase.
mm-hmm.
What a piece of shit.
I've changed, baby.
I'm changed, baby. Me and you, we can just run on.
Why do you instantly go for the Elvis Presley accent?
Because this guy looks like he listens to a lot of Elvis.
And he was all shook up.
What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say that he was a Southern boy.
It was from
And he
Alabama.
looks like...
They have to be, Elvis Presley. Why couldn't it be Hank Williams Jr., a real outlaw?
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. Hank Williams Jr. is an outlaw as much as,
Elvis Presley.
to be fair, Elvis Presley was an honorary Secret Service member.
No,
And-
DEA. It wasn't Secret Service.
Oh, yeah, it was DEA. That's right. And he served in the military. And what else? Oh, yeah, was known for his rages of shooting his vehicles. Because he pulled out his 357 or 44 and shot his Pantera in the dash when it refused to start.
Also shot some TVs and had a room in his house that had all 4 walls covered in shag carpeting.
Yup. Elvis Presley was... he got really weird there at the end, man. Tell you what.
Drugs, they'll do things to you, man.
Yeah, they will.
What was his poison? Was it cocaine, heroin?
No, he
something else?
died... well, I know he died sitting on the toilet.
Ham sandwich.
Hams. No.
That was,
He got
the
a-
ham
he
sandwich
got a-
was Mama Cass.
Mama Kiss.
No,
ham.
it was
Cass
the
was ham
Elvis.
sandwich.
It was a peanut butter and banana sandwich. We all know this.
Fried banana sandwich.
Fried banana.
Fried peanut butter banana sandwich, yep. I can just look it up real quick. Yeah, he was a whole hunk of burning love there at the end of life. I tell you what.
Cause of death, true romance. I like that, man.
Barbiturates.
Died for being constipated, says Matt.
Yep. He probably got plugged up.
Well, drugs are known to do that to you too.
Yep.
So's a fucking calzone. That doesn't mean. I had way too many calzones this week. I'm still full of shit.
Oh. You're always full of shit, Bri.
Oh. Wait, what? For NHL fans, Penguins 7-2 against the Rangers.
Say that again?
So for Penguins fans or NHL fans, it's Penguins 7, Rangers 2.
Nice.
Well,
So, yeah.
what a snow news day. The currently trending as most beautiful train stations in the world. Nightwing, Billy Joel, Kendrick Lamar morphs to OJ, Kanye, Kobe, and more in deepfake music video. Elizabeth Olsen had a surprise cameo during Benedict Cumberbatch XNL episode. Don't care.
Some say it was drugs. Some say it was a violent heart attack. On Presley's death, anyway. All right, enough reading about Presley. Who,
The king.
The king.
I mean, he was. I find his music okay, but I don't necessarily say he's the king. But everybody else says he's the king, so.
It was pop music of the 1950s. What do you expect?
I mean, I was more of a Buddy Holly kind of guy, so, just saying.
Yeah, so be it. I like Chuck Berry. And
The only thing I know about Buddy Holly is what Weezer tells me.
Yep.
Ooh, you.
You just look like Buddy Holly?
Just like Buddy Holly. And Chet Hanks don't give a fuck about cancel culture.
I'm going to get canceled for saying Elvis Presley was not the king.
Uh-oh. Russian mogul's iconic super yacht with a unique convertible pool is nowhere to be found. Has anybody asked Hunter where it is?
Convertible pool?
Apparently.
What does it
don't know.
convert into?
Hang on.
A 1995 Mazda Miata? That's really kind of cool, actually.
That's a weird choice there. Oh, Russian. I understand now.
Oh, wait, it's not a Mazda Miata.
Where do we put her? It's a Miata!
Looks like it's a gas.
It turns into the pool can turn into a helipad or a dance floor.
That's called covering.
You've essentially made a very big pool cover. Congratulations.
Yeah, it's just a sturdy pool cover.
And now I'm thinking of the
Black
Hitman
Elvis,
series.
we was Kangs.
With unique ways to kill rich people.
Trapdoor in your converted pool cover.
Well, what you could do is you could like there was this one spot where there was this one mission where you were at this mansion high up in the mountains and you could sabotage they had like a glass like hot tub with a glass bottom that was hanging out over the ledge, and you could sabotage it with explosives, and you could kill all the people in the hot tub. It was kind of cool.
Oh, speaking of, kudos to there was an attempt to burn down a pregnant emergency shelter.
Yes.
And kudos to whoever thought forward enough to realize that something like that could be attacked, and putting in reinforced windows. They couldn't break through the window to throw in the Molotov cocktail, so they just chucked the Molotov cocktail at the building exterior, which was brick and reinforced window. So, whoever had the foresight to put down that extra money, smart.
Mm-hmm. So.
Kind of a slow news day, really.
Yeah, I'm okay with that.
It's just the bullshit with the nonsense. Amber Heard got that dumb bitch who's in charge of telling everyone lies.
Have you guys looked at the Pfizer documentation at all?
I read some.
I've only read a few things on it.
The only thing I've heard is that the company was very aware that it was only 12% effective, not anywhere near the 95% that it claimed to be.
12% in the first week. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Like within a month, it dropped down to being like not effective at all. I still have Reese's Pieces left. But I can't eat them because it'll ruin my chicken and rice. Chicken fried rice. Fried chicken and rice. Chicken fried rice. Yeah, chicken fried rice. Favorite movie with Elvis?
None.
Yeah,
Mine-
unfortunately. There's
mine
like,
is
what, a couple he was in and
Bubba
Jailhouse Rock.
Bubba Hotep, starring Bruce Campbell.
Yep, that works. I can agree with that statement.
And Ozzie Davis as Black JFK.
Yes.
Probably followed by 3,000 Miles to Graceland.
What was the one where he recorded Viva Las Vegas for whatever movie that was?
I don't know.
And Blue Hawaii was pretty good, honestly.
Wasn't it Viva Las Vegas?
Well, he did like 3 or 4 Vegas movies, I think.
Well, I'm pretty sure there's a movie called Viva Las Vegas.
Might be.
Yeah.
Like,
King Creole.
ooh. I'd give that a look.
Kissing Cousins. Girl Happy. Tickle Me. Easy Come, Easy Go.
Lucky Jackson. That's who he played in Viva Las Vegas. Yeah, it's Viva Las Vegas.
The Trouble with Girls. Girls, Girls, Girls.
The Trouble with Girls, Girls, Girls. The sequel to both movies.
Love in Las Vegas.
And Margaret, Viva Las Vegas affair. It was electric.
I love the fact that when I said all I did was Google Elvis movies, and the third entry is in fact Bubba Hotep.
That's awesome.
Oh, I need to rewatch that. That's a good movie.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
So. Oh.
Especially for being 20 years old.
Yeah. Well, there haven't been any good movies in the last 6 to 7 years for certain, and possibly 10. So.
I don't know. Hostiles was good.
Well, sadly, it was a $1 million movie, and they made like $1.2 million on it.
Yeah.
And Tucker and Dale versus Evil didn't even get a cinematic release.
But Sean, to talk about that Timcast episode with Daryl Davis,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
go watch Ricada Law. He did a stream on it just for like a little bit. He covered it for like 30 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it was really funny.
I tried to, but I
Good
wasn't.
Lord.
I was kind of turned off by it.
Yeah.
Eh.
No comment, Sean?
No,
None?
I just don't have one.
On
Well, I'm torn on Tim.
Because he hired Josie.
No, I actually appreciate that, but
Yeah. You don't want to shit on our boss.
I like what he's doing to some points, but like he's full of himself, and there's a lot about Tim I don't like. Like, he should have gone hard at Daryl Davis for that nonsense.
He should have.
And I understand that you don't want to go hard against somebody you've invited into your home or your business to do you a favor by being on your show, because they're helping you out.
That's
On the other hand, he'll run off at the mouth about people that aren't there. And if you can't run off at the mouth about people who are there, you're just a pussy. So I'm torn.
You know.
Well, he's one of those people. Look, I can appreciate Tim for his opinions and everything else. I like you. I'm kind of on the fence on him. But at the same time, he strikes me as one of those people that will definitely talk shit behind your back and say gracious things to your face.
Yes.
So,
well, not only that, I know that you can see it every once in a while in the show. He can be wrong. And God help the person that proved that Tim Pool is wrong. Because they get all of the hate cannons real fast, real hard.
Mm-hmm. I don't like the fact that I have to do 6,000 tons of research to prove my point when he doesn't have to do any of the research to prove his point. Like, exclusively with this Hillary Clinton murder fiasco with Elon Musk. He's like, well, then you'll need to look up any other famous person and find out how many people are dying around them. Like, no, that's not how it works. When a Clinton financier is about to testify in court, but the day before he decides to go work out in a $6,000 suit and drop 320 on his neck because he was bench pressing in his suit coat, that needs explaining.
Well, that and Vince Foster. I mean, that's all you really need to say is you can look him straight in the eye and go, Vince Foster, shut the fuck up. We know this is a real thing.
Yeah. Oh, it doesn't have to be a conspiracy theory. It could be individuals acting on their own behalf. Yes, but their own behalf is codified by a group of people who are saying the exact same thing that this individual is doing on a higher scale level. Like, yes, there is lone actors.
I know for a fact that Tim is a firm believer that Hillary had Seth Rich killed.
Okay.
So I don't know where he's getting this argument that, oh, Elon did. There are plenty of people that want Elon dead, so Elon's right in, calling it out there. But it doesn't necessarily have to be Hillary, but she has the most proven track record of getting the job done.
Yeah, Tim Pool is actually severely undereducated with his. What did he leave in junior high or some shit?
High school.
High school. Yeah.
Well, what's the difference really there? And he was from Chicago to begin with, so that high school education wasn't a significantly impressive high school education.
Yeah, but he has a mostly Asian mom.
That sounds very
true.
Racist.
It's a little stereotypical.
I'm a racist.
Does she? No, it's not really there. Only if she has an abacus. She taught him to add and subtract with an abacus.
Ian has an abacus, and it's set up wrong, and it pisses me off every time I see it.
Yeah, it's sitting right in front of Ian's computer.
Yeah, sideways.
Facing Tim.
Oh,
man, Ian's rants bug the shit out of me.
Also, speaking of Tim Pool talking shit, who was the guy that had left to start his own thing?
Adam
Kriegler.
Adam Kriegler. Yeah, didn't he also bring that up that kind of shit happened behind the scenes?
Well, they're both frenemies at this point. It seems like, because they'll both say nice things about each other, but then very sarcastically kind of dig at them at the same time. Like, I watched Kriegler do it a week ago, and I watched Tim do it Friday or Thursday.
I think Adam got too big for his britches.
I would agree with that, but Tim is also big in his britches.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
But he
The
has
thing
flexi
is,
money, so.
Tim kind of did most of the work and has done it. So while he's got a huge head that probably has to go sideways to get through double doors, he kind of earned it. So I don't know. Again, that just puts me on the fence with Tim. A little more humility would serve that dude very, very well.
I do feel bad that his thing with the nerds over at Daily Wire didn't go off as smoothly as it could have. Because I was wearing headphones at the time and I didn't hear a damn thing that was said.
Bye.
What? Who's leaving?
Garrick.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I like what Tim's doing, so I'm a nominal supporter, but I've got my issues with him.
Yeah, I can see that.
I've grown to like Ian because, yeah, while it's infuriating that he's rambling, tangential to the topic at best a lot of the times, he does have, when you see where his brain's going, he does have some interesting thoughts.
He does.
Yeah, but he gets caught up in minutiae and stupidity.
And semantics and, all kinds of stuff. Yeah, he needs to have better faith coming to the arguments that are actually happening in front of him rather than running off the rails.
He'll straight up contradict himself in like the same topic. He's like, I'm not for like generalizing on a massive level, but you guys are being way too Christian about shit. Like, sorry, what?
Yeah.
Like, Ian probably believes that there are more people alive today than have ever existed. Like, okay, Ian, sure. I don't know what scratch off you got that from, but you go ahead and believe that. And
I was
hollow flat Earth.
There was a tweet that went out earlier today that I kind of got down the rabbit hole on. It's like, share with me your most mind-bending fact, and some idiot put out there are more grains of sand on the Earth than there are atoms in the universe.
Huh? What's sand made up of again?
I'm like that.
No, you don't understand.
I had to double check to make sure that whoever posted that wasn't Ian.
There are more particles of graphene than there is sand on the Earth. I'm not a scientist, but no.
I just wonder how many people glossed over that and were like, oh yeah, that's really interesting. Wow, mind blown. And then kept moving on without even giving it any level of critical thought.
Waco says that seems backwards. Yeah, because I don't know if you know this, but atoms are the building blocks of everything. Including sand. It did take me a while to like. All right, so one of the things that really stalled me in my thinking was how the temperature could raise 1.7 degrees. Back in 2001, when inconvenience and truth were things.
An inconvenient truth.
And I'm like, how are you going to get it on? It was 63 yesterday. It's 65 today. That's 2 degrees.
You're talking about the overall average temperature of the Earth.
Yeah, well, it took me a minute to get that. But then it also took me a minute to get things I can remember. Damn it, what was the... plenty of other stuff. Well, as we all know, sand's half an atom, so it takes two atoms to make two sands to make an atom. So. And suns are almost entirely sand. So. What's the other thing I hung up on? I was trying to think of the other thing that would hang me up on. Can't think of it. When I'm not just dead ass wrong about how babies are made or how boys are made.
Well, the other one that kept popping up on that thread is that, in the 52 card deck, every time you shuffle, it's the only time that shuffle has ever occurred.
Yeah, like,
no. There's more than 52 decks of cards being shuffled at any given time. Every combination has occurred, and probably multiple times. Shut the fuck up.
52 unique cards on each shuffle.
I mean, there is an astronomical number of combinations that could result in, but there's also an astronomical number, a smaller astronomical number, of 52 card decks that have been and continue to be shuffled repeatedly.
I can shuffle a deck so that they end up back in the original order. But it's not.
Math says that's not possible, sir.
It's not a traditional riffle shuffle. It's called a feral shuffle. And the only trick to that is breaking it into 26 separate halves, taking the cards and breaking them exactly at 26 4 times.
Kind of like how science can't, according to science, bumblebees can't fly. Yeah, there they are.
Well, no, I've seen it done. I've seen a magician do it. His name is he's called Daryl, and him and Darwin Ortiz are very, very anal dudes. And Darwin Ortiz had a spread on the table that ended with every single card being 1/8 of an inch apart in the spread. And it's like, is that magic? Or is that someone going off in the weeds while handling cards? Because when Daryl does the Pharaoh shuffle, Pharaoh is a legitimate shuffle. If you're not breaking exactly at 26. But there's also like way shittier shuffles, like a Hindu shuffle, which is just taking chunks off the top and putting them on the bottom in any given order. Or an overhand shuffle, which is the same thing. None are allowed in casinos anymore. It's all strictly riffle on the table. When I do magic, I leave in the jokers, but I do not leave in the game instruction. I actually have been looking up different tricks, coin tricks, card tricks, and other things like that, because I got a wedding here coming up in January, so I'm probably gonna fuck with some people.
Yeah, I've got to knock down finances for that.
Oh yeah, Amazing Jonathan died a couple weeks ago. I downloaded his YouTube has a documentary on him.
I always felt that he was grossly underrated.
I wouldn't go that far. Depends on what you're talking about.
As a comedian.
Oh, that's fair.
Who's underrated?
The Amazing Jonathan. Yeah, he was not a good magician. Yeah. Not a good magician.
He was a good magician, just not that you'd ever see. Always Amazing is the name of it. Always Amazing. The true story of the life, death, and return of Amazing Jonathan. It's on All Things Comedy channel. So if anyone's interested in that, it's an hour and 13 minutes long. I also have The Origins of Black American Culture and Ebonics by Thomas Sowell. The Depth of the Swamp, Plague and Panic and Protest, the BLM Movement and Civil Rights, Jordan B. Peterson on 12 Rules for Life, Letters from a Cryptid Hunter, Sam Whiteowl, and all sorts of dumb shit on here.
My fiance just sent me a video of a baby hippo. They're ridiculously adorable, but they're murder machines.
Yes, they are.
Yep. Because they don't look like they could murder anybody, but they can. Maynard, that's why specifically when I do it, I run through the deck to show them the cards, or I say pick a number card or a face card, or in general, I don't do pull any card out of your ass kind of things, but that would be funny to get stifled like that. It would only happen once. After that, everybody would be pissed that it happened, and they'd be like, specifically pick one of the cards from this deck. But for the most part, whenever I do Magic, I have the people sign their name on the card so that they can't try to pull something like that. And it also keeps me honest as well, so that people don't think there's 6 of a 4 of clubs running around my deck. Because there are cards that are completely just one card. Or half decks of cards that are all that card. Well, that's why I would have you sign it face up so I could see the card that you picked from my deck. And also when the card goes to like a pocket or something, or their pocket, or it's behind a window of glass or something where it's it seems very weird that it would be there. Or one card trick I do involves a sealed envelope that they're holding on to before the start of the trick. And then eventually the envelope gets opened, and there's 3 cards inside, and one shows the Black Lotus.
Yeah.
Is that a Magic the Gathering thing?
Yeah.
One shows like the number of the card, and then the other one shows the suit of the card. And the third one is the actual signed card. I did that to Kane Hodder at a Fangoria. He liked it. But now shit's so popular, I don't think you could do a card trick for anybody, because the people behind you would scream bloody murder. Fucking go already! Use deodorant! But I have a card. Pick a card. Of a particular style. So a lot of magic tricks either have to be adapted or just cannot outright be used. Like I don't do small packet magic. Unless I have somebody there who can hold on to the deck of cards, but otherwise it's a full deck that's been shuffled. I don't open up new decks and bring other decks into the equation. It's just a deck of cards, magic. Or coin magic that can be examined before and after, or the deck of cards can be examined before and after and shuffled by other people. I try not to use gimmicks or or nonsense. Even though a properly used gimmick can really fuck somebody up. Especially close to the end of a routine. But that's magic. What are we talking about? Let's talk about something else. How about we don't like Elizabeth Warren?
I can pick a card. I pick Jay Fry because he's a card.
He's quite the card. I don't know what happened, but Jack Prosovic is saying massive L for Youngkin tonight. Can't even describe it any other way. GOP isn't ready. Huh, so I wonder what happened with Youngkin.
Oh, let's look it up. Something about telework. Oh, he's stopping remote work.
That doesn't seem like that big of an L. Does Jack just not want to go in? Is he in Virginia?
I have no idea.
Going to work.
I think that people are a fan of the work from home thing, so I kind of understand that, but I can't imagine that's...
Oh, no,
no,
this
it's
is
abortion. It's abortion.
Yeah, Alito's home. Protesters have reached Alito's home, where they were met with perhaps a dozen cops stationed along the length of the street. We have coordinated with Fairfax County Police Department and... What the heck is this? Oh, Virginia State Police. VSPPIO. Whatever the fuck that is. And federal authorities to ensure there isn't violence. Virginia State Police were closely monitoring, fully coordinated with Fairfax County and near the protests. Yeah, you can't let this shit happen.
Not at somebody's house. It's not fair to their neighbors, if anything else. You should do it to protect the neighbors.
Jesse Williams? Oh, okay. All right. Did I need to see this guy naked? Thanks for the warning. So, the actor, Jesse Williams, who I can only think to point out was in Cabin in the Woods, was buck naked in a shower on a stage. I have no idea. Does he have a rap career? I assume so. He's black. Oh, it's a Broadway play.
Broadway has had nudity a lot.
Yeah, it was just a shower in a Broadway play.
Who gives a shit?
Well, it's on Twitter. And he punched himself in the dick. That's super weird.
Take that, you oppressor.
Take that, penis.
You've been oppressing me for years.
Destroyer of knights. He did. He just fucking thudded himself in the dick for... I don't know what fucking Broadway play this is, but I'm going to avoid it. That, Hamilton, and Cats are currently on my to avoid list. I've seen Cats, and I thought it was great. Just they ruined it with the movie and having to CGI all the buttholes. Or CGI in all the buttholes, whichever one happened.
I just don't want to see James Corden as a cat.
I do want to see Taylor Swift as a cat.
Nobody wants to see that.
And quite honestly, I don't need to see Dame Judi Dench that way either.
No.
I do want to see Idris Elba knock something off a countertop, though.
Speaking of Idris Elba, the Brits have announced the next Doctor Who taking over for Jodie Whittaker.
And it's gonna be Idris Elba?
No, they could have had Idris Elba.
They couldn't have had Idris Elba.
They went with a younger black guy who is queer as a $3 bill.
Oh, not the fucking guy from the end of Loki.
No. That would have actually been better. This guy's younger than that even. I don't even know how you... he's got one of those unpronounceable African names, and I can't do clicks, so I couldn't tell you his name.
You can do dashes, though.
Nudie or something like that. I don't know.
Such as Ladasha.
New Doctor Who.
That's fucked up. That's completely goes against...
Gatwa. Ncuti Gatwa.
I don't know how to spell that, so I'm not going to Google it. That goes against the... like, Matt Smith was the young doctor, and they countered that with Peter...
Capaldi.
Fucking what's his nugget? Yeah, the old doctor, because the guy's over 1,000 years old. And then they, for some reason, went chick on it. For no apparent reason. After 13 fucking dudes, which is probably why you don't have 13 doctors, because you start getting vaginas. And now they're going black. What the fuck ever.
How do you say this name? Shooty is apparently his name. Shooty. How you get shoot out of NC, I don't know. But whatever. Yeah, I mean, I hope that they can bring it back, but I've got no faith that they'll bring it back. Make it less woke, but whatever. And again, could have had Idris Elba. Would have hit all the boxes that you needed to hit. Older, has presence, has gravitas. If you needed it to be a black guy, hey, Idris ticks that box too.
Yeah, but he's a big dude. None of the doctors have been big dudes.
Tom Baker was big. He's like 6'4". And John Pertwee was tall too. He was like 6'2".
Well, lanky. But it's not like Tom Baker was... First off, fuck that fucking scar.
I love that scar. Fuck you.
Like, no, longer. Well, he's only 6'4". Longer. I'm looking for 10-foot scarves here, people.
Oh, no, it was longer than that.
Yeah, because it's wrapped around. But, no, I mean, like he's wide, broad. He's muscled. That's what I was thinking of.
Feet long.
Was it 18 fucking feet?
18
Lord.
feet. An 18-foot long scarf.
Oh, he's just quirky. Look at that. It's no suit with Converse sneakers, but whatever. Yeah, I got back into it in the new with Eric Eccleston, and I didn't care for him. It was hard getting me to like the bad guy from Harry Potter 4.
Huh? Oh, David Tennant.
David Tennant, yeah, it was hard for me to like him, even though he was good.
David Tennant is the second best Doctor, and he's as much better as the other Doctors as Tom Baker is better than he is.
Mm-hmm. But I liked Matt Smith. I thought he brought a high energy to the role.
with Eccleston, I love Doctor Who, and I just couldn't get into it. And I gave Tennant a bit of a watch, and it was like I enjoyed it, but it wasn't. I guess I just didn't care for it anymore. It was too overproduced, I think.
I watched it for Billy Piper.
You can see her naked on Penny Dreadful, right?
I can see her naked on Google. Billy Piper topless.
No, I mean full frontal.
All right, so Penny Dreadful is what's that, Netflix? The one on the old list. Actually, I have been wanting to see Penny Dreadful. It is on Netflix, isn't it?
I think so. I actually enjoyed Penny Dreadful. I thought it was a good show. I also like Altered Carbon. That was also a very good show with lots of new.
I liked Altered Carbon.
How was Hemlock Grove? Did anybody watch that?
No, but it rings a bell. I don't know if I watched that or not. I don't think I did.
Okay, how do you spell penny? Apparently,
Penny.
Okay, so it's just not here. So it's not on Netflix.
Enjoyed Altered Carbon and Mindhunters. I really want them to make the third season.
Yeah, that'd be nice. That was good.
All right, so Altered Carbon is on here.
It didn't get canceled. It just.
Well, and this whole thing, well, I shouldn't say this whole thing started a debate, but it was a topic in the debate argument of whatever you wanted to say for Friday Night Tights between the guy from Geeks and Gamers and Gary, binge model versus weekly model, and I agree with the majority there that the weekly model is a better release schedule for shows than the binge model, because Altered Carbon, had it been a weekly show, everybody would have been talking about it.
Yeah.
It was an amazing show.
It was really good. I like the premise of the stacks. I thought that was a very interesting premise.
Well, and I had read the book several years back, like 15 years ago.
Oh, I didn't know it was based on a book series.
Oh, yeah, it's based on the book.
You pretentious dick.
What?
I read the book. No, I don't. It's not available. It's on.
You're talking about me. I was like,
hey,
what?
It's
on Showtime.
Jay, what's your opinion on Harry Potter again?
I read the book. Shut up. No, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's the real. I read the book was Twilight.
Tolkien.
Twilight was so bad, I had to read the book, and it did nothing. And it should have been.
Just don't get him talking about were-lions. Whatever you do.
What the fuck? When do I ever talk? Oh, I remember now. I was like, when the fuck do I ever talk about wereline? There is. Oh god, don't get me started on wereline. Also, Ghost Sasquatch. It's not. It's on Showtime. And I don't have Showtime. But I did put in Altered Carbon, and so no one saw Hemlock Grove.
No, I guess I didn't. Otherwise,
it's like Femke Jensen, and I think it's about werewolves, possibly witches and werewolves.
Speaking of Femke Jensen, I just rewatched Goldeneye this weekend.
That's not her name, but yeah, go on.
Well, you know what I'm talking about.
Jensen.
Whatever her name is.
Dark Miss Onatopp.
Whatever. Yeah, Miss Onatopp. Goldeneye is not a good movie.
No, it's okay.
It's like not even good as a Bond movie. It's like there's something about the production of it, and that bugs me because it's still Albert Broccoli at that point. Like, what did they lose? Because every scene was too tight in. It didn't have the grandeur of even Roger Moore Bond movies. Like, did they lose budget? Did they not? I mean, what the hell is wrong with that movie?
No.
It should be good, and it's
not. It was his first foray.
Oh, Pierce Brosnan is fine. It's the movie itself that's bad.
Mm-hmm. It's my least favorite of the 4 Brosnan films. And they get out there as it goes on. Like, there's a car chase inside an igloo. Yeah, it gets pretty crazy. But pretty good N64 game.
Yes. Agreed. Always pick short round.
Penny Dreadful clips I have are Josh Hartnett. I really enjoy Josh Hartnett in Lucky Number 11. But otherwise, Josh Hartnett. He's no Timothy Oliphant.
No, he is not.
No.
Who, for all intents and purposes, is dreamy. So, put that in your pipe of smoke, it, Steven.
Oh, I saw a tweet, I think it was today, that, was saying something like, this is the reason that movies suck these days. We're no longer casting these type of actors. And it was a picture of Michael Ironside and Rhett Foreman.
Oh, God. Yeah. Michael Ironside, aside from Highlander 2, which we do not talk about, but yeah, Michael Ironside was a great bad guy. And now they're all just foreign.
Yeah.
Another good one was Lance Henriksen was a good bad guy. It was a nice change of pace to see both Michael Ironsides and Clancy Brown as not bad guys in Jeremy Irons is who you're thinking of, Sully Toys. In Starship Troopers. I think Timothy Oliphant looked pretty good in Scream 2. As far as attractive looking, and that's college age though. But yeah, nice clean chiseled jaw. Jerry O'Connell was in it, also looking really good. Only one who didn't look good was Randy.
Did you guys see that they're making a movie about Weird Al Yankovic starring Daniel Radcliffe?
Yeah, I saw that.
Is Weird Al Yankovic 5'5"?
No, he's not. He's a tall dude. He's like 6'2". But what's interesting is that Daniel Radcliffe is fucking ripped.
Yes.
Oh, I sadly have known that for years. From a naked picture of him from one of his Broadway plays.
Yes. Is anybody going to go see The Northman?
No, I'm going to wait for it.
But I don't know when I'm going to be able to get out to see it.
Speaking of, Snake Eyes is on Prime right now, so I will be watching that.
Oh, and I've heard that the Doctor Strange movie is garbage.
I've been seeing stuff like that, but it wasn't clearly spelt out as garbage. It's kind of like what I took from the kind of the memes that were seemed to be like apologizing.
Yeah, a buddy of mine who is basically a normie, sort of soft centrist, barely on the right sort of dude who doesn't follow all the politics and stuff. Even he was commenting on it, like, wow,
you're talking a lot of shit right now for a fence sitter.
Yeah, so that tells you where this guy is. He was like, wow, this is garbage. This is nothing but woke garbage. I'm like, yeah, could have told you, bud.
Yeah. Well,
the new Doctor Strange movie, really? I was looking forward to it.
I mean, I'm still gonna watch it.
Watch Northman. You'll be better off.
Yeah, give your
I'm
money.
not gonna go see it though.
Give your money to Northman. Pirate the shit out of Doctor Strange.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah. Steven, you heard him. Yeah, that sounds more right. I've heard nothing but complaints about Northman from the left. So,
I have a good movie if you want nothing woke in it at all. One really good one that just came out was The Last Duel.
Are you fucking kidding?
I don't know. I thought it was really good.
The Last Duel?
Yeah.
No, it was woke as shit, dude.
What was woke about it?
It depends on the woke, though. The Hunt was woke as shit, and that didn't pan out well.
Okay. You have basically these... If you've never seen The Last Duel, I watched
like, who's in it? Is that the Matt Damon?
Matt Damon and what's his face from?
Oh, isn't Ben Affleck in that? The Matt Damon Ben Affleck?
Yes, he's in it. Yes. So there are some very woke undertones in it. It's kind of funny. So you get into this aspect that it goes. What was it? The truth, or what was it that was said during the
truth
break?
according to this person.
The truth according to
that.
this, and then you get to the truth of what happened, and then it's all from the perspective of the woman. So it's going on the aspect and the precedent that only the woman told the truth, and
Well,
there
isn't
was
she
some
a bystander?
yes, she was
So-
raped. Is basically what the whole story colludes to.
Nah, never mind.
Yeah, she was raped, and I mean, I'm not gonna lie, the hand-to-hand combat in the duel was good. I mean, medieval combat was absolutely fucking brutal. It really was.
Brutal, exhausting, and fast.
Yes. I mean, I read stories about, like, you know, how brutal it was, and how, like, in one where a knight was made a eunuch before he was killed, he was basically had his testicles ripped off.
Yeah, that's why people wear cod pieces.
Yeah. So, you know, there was some woke undertones, and it was a lot of feminist stuff is mainly what it was, and it didn't sit well with me. I was watching with my buddies, and they said the exact same stuff, and I was like, yeah, there's some woke shit going on right there. So yeah, I mean, watch it. It's got some. The final duel where, what is his name? Adam Driver.
Adam Driver.
Yeah, where he gets the absolute shit kicked out of him and killed. Sorry to spoil it.
As he should.
As he
Kylo
should,
Ren, you bitch.
Because he was the one that did the rape, and he's basically, I think he was stripped of all of his armor and, like, hung up naked, and, like, I mean, that's kind of what they did in medieval times.
That's not cool.
So, you know, and yeah,
It's just
and
rape
it's
them
the
back.
French too. So I mean, yeah, they're portraying French people. So I mean, give
I
it for
like
what you want.
up until Napoleon screwed it up for the French, they were badasses.
Yep, they were.
Pulled our bacon out of the fire, and after that, it's all surrender monkeys.
Well, okay. To be fair, if you do want to go down that route, they were badasses until after World War One, because majority of World War One was fought in France, on French soil. The country was completely devastated, and I will say this: everybody gives France shit, and a lot of that was on De Gaulle, because De Gaulle did not want to sink the ships that were out in the the ocean. He didn't want to sink the ships because he didn't want to sink the ships, and the Allies were telling him to sink the ships because they didn't want Hitler to get their hands on them. What a lot of people fail to realize too is that the French were still reeling from World War One, where majority of the country was devastated. Their armies was absolutely devastated. But yet they covered the British retreat out of Dunkirk. And a lot of Frenchmen were left behind and still killed. So I think it's a little unfair to call them surrender monkeys from World War II. But definitely afterwards, yes. But Sally, movies from the women's perspective are normally drama or fantasy. It's true, but this was told from 3 different perspectives as the movie goes along.
Yeah,
it starts off with Matt Damon's character, the perspective of the events that happened according to him. And then it goes to the events according to Adam Driver. And then it sells it as, no, this is what happened according to the truth of the woman. So
Batman was whack, but I liked it. I liked Batman. I
I
like the
liked the
aesthetic.
Batman. I thought it was pretty
The
good.
Batman was really good up until the point where Catman said these white privileged motherfuckers, and I'm like, oh
Yeah.
god damn it!
Yeah, I
You
agree
were
with that.
doing so good.
Yeah.
Colin Farrell.
Well, and
was,
no, dude, the greatest thing about that scene is she's literally kissing the rich white dude 30 seconds later.
I know.
Mm-hmm. But I think as far as aesthetics go, and the not okay, so that Batman could have been a Ford Motor Company guy. He had a suit, which was a decent suit. Like the bat suit was fine. The car was just a custom car.
And I love that.
The bike was a custom bike. That could have been somebody with knowledge of engines and some spare money. Like there was no fucking bat credit card and bat skates and batarang and bat thawing lasers and bat special hearing and bat plastic lips.
Well, there was the communication suite with the contacts and the earbuds. Plus, he had a ginormous bat cave with a bat computer.
Okay, first that bat cave was really industrial, which I liked because
I did too, and it was cavernous, which was nice.
Them having to hang it up. Yeah, like literally, Alfred and him were hanging from pitons.
Yeah,
putting up fucking yeah, but like the rotary fucking discs that the Batmobile sits on in the original Batman, I'm like, who's installing that? I get it that it doesn't turn, but come the fuck on. And the Batmobile with its bat bombs and fucking armor equipped and the like, you're giving away your secrets, bro. But when you launch the Bat International Space Station,
well,
you kind of got
that's
money.
That's a Justice League thing.
Well, I'm saying like when he's got a Batmobile and a Batcraft and a Bat ski bob and 16 Batmobiles for his entourage of jackass children, you're going too far. But the aesthetic of this Batman could have been somebody, like anybody.
Yeah, it was really good. I liked it was more of a detective movie, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it.
The guy's got like 26 bachelor degrees and hidden names. Fucking use it.
Yeah. I mean, I like I said, I enjoyed the movie. I mean, there was just that one moment where it was Catwoman doing that woke bullshit, but other than that, really good.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
I enjoyed it.
Well, I did say extra income, so it probably wouldn't have been.
It kind of fell apart around the end, though.
Yeah, it did.
A little bit.
Once they started deviating away from Riddler and tried to bring him back in, it was falling apart.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you had the there's a lot of stuff in it. I mean, the whole multiple Riddler acolytes thing.
Yeah,
that's the thing, though. Like they all had their crews.
He had henchmen, but not people that
the Riddler
not
didn't
people,
have henchmen. He had acolytes that were basically incels.
Yeah.
Well, so did Joker in Joker, or the Joker.
Yeah,
so that's how he got saved. Was just an
people riding over the
support.
rich.
Yeah,
yeah.
And there are people who think like these people. These are real things. But quit.
No, we just got talking about it, Sully.
Quit sniping with fucking shotguns.
Yes.
That's not going to be your go-to sniper rifle. And quit close combating with deer rifles, you fucking retards.
Yeah. I mean, there was some stuff that was really good and stuff that was like, could have been done better. But I mean, overall, I really liked the movie, and it was. I didn't watch the movie in theaters. I waited till it came out.
Well, I didn't watch it in theaters, so yeah.
Because
Sean thought Penguin was Robert De Niro.
No, that was Colin Farrell. I just wish they would have given him the monocle, like he's known for having.
Well,
Well, I
he was
think-
definitely a better Penguin than fucking Danny DeVito.
Yes, most definitely. I really wish, and I was talking to Jay Fry about this. I really wish that they would have done the motif from kind of like the Batman Arkham series from the games.
Yeah.
Where his monocle was actually a piece of a broken bottle that got shoved over his eye socket. And they couldn't remove it because it would kill him.
Fun fact about the Danny DeVito Penguin.
I gotta go take care of my dogs. They're barking
Okay.
up a storm out back.
Fun fact about that is they were treated so well that they all paired off and bonded and had babies like almost directly after the movie. They got back after the movie. They went back to their home territories, and they were all so content being on. Like they had fresh fish delivered to them while on set, and the place that they were at was cooled down properly, and they were treated like so well that they all paired off and had children after that.
Okay.
They have to be content to lay eggs, and they were.
Cool.
Just saying, it was a fucking fun fact. It was fun.
It is fun. Wholesome.
Yeah.
Indeed.
What fun fact did I miss?
That the penguins after the movie they all paired
yeah.
off and had babies.
Oh yeah.
Unlike the children that he tried to steal, the firstborns. I didn't care for how sloppy. Okay, so like the original kidnapping was random as fuck for the Batman.
Yeah.
The second one less so. The third one was barely thought out. It happened right in front of the building. And the fourth one, they didn't even get the guy they were going for. It fell apart so fast. Like, did you have a plan or not? You kidnapped the DA right out in front of the building. Like, it was a fairly well done secret until that point, and it just fell the fuck apart. Like, your planning was not a great plan. And then you go on after Bruce Wayne, you didn't even get Bruce Wayne because you know shit about Bruce Wayne.
Well, I kind of like that aspect in that you are, as an audience member, you are definitely given the impression that the Riddler knows that the Batman is Bruce Wayne.
Yeah.
And even the Batman thinks that the Riddler knows. And when he goes to talk to him, it's not till like the end of that soliloquy that the Batman realizes, oh, you don't know who I am. Good. I'm glad I didn't say a fucking word.
Yeah, you had to explain that to me.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, fellas, I'm gonna hop off. It's
Or
been very interesting episodes. So, I will talk at you guys later.
All right.
Good night.
All righty. Good night,
Later, brother.
Good night.
Did he sound surprised that it was an interesting episode? Fuck that guy.
Yeah, I think I might do the same, fellas. It's about my bedtime.
Well, yeah, this is actually the end of the show, so we can all get going into the off hours or to bed.
Yeah, I gotta tear down the wife's PC and get some stuff done around the house.
Very well.
Mm-hmm. So, say good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Well, I believe in good vibrations is what creates a beautiful nation. All you need is the will